Everybody- Hello, everybody. So, the great Crunch debate, or the Crunch mock court, has ended. The verdict is in, and unfortunately, I came up short. So, more people decided that Captain Crunch was American than British, and actually, one more person voted that Captain Crunch was American than voted was British. So the vote came out 19 to 18 in favor of him being American. Pretty close, guys. You almost had Paul and I both singing. You almost had us both singing. Just saying. Yeah, close. It was almost a hung jury, as it were. In which case, both of us would have been performed. But since that's not what happened, I'm the one that lost by one, and I have to sing "God Save the Queen." So that's what we're going to be doing here today. Just wanted to, first off say that when I first started the whole Captain Crunch thing with Paul, I did it. It was supposed to be a joke. Paul did a video about his top 25 Americans. I don't know. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. He did a video about his top 25 Americans. Well, it wasn't very flattering. You can imagine. Wiegert and Fassbender were in the top 25, right? So I immediately answered his top 25 with my top 25 Brits. Now I was putting in, a bunch of funny stuff, like William the Conqueror. My favorite Brit. He's the French, the Frenchman that came over and took England by force and became king. And I put him in as top. I put George III, who's the one that lost the American colonies. I put him in there and things. So I had a bunch of funny things in there. And number two, at number two, I put Captain Crunch, just because I knew Paul would just be like, what the heck? What he isn't British. I just knew it would rile him up. Plus, the captain always kind of looked British to me. That's why I thought it was funny to put it in. He had a British look to him, and it just made it funny. Well, Paul gets all huffy about it, and he does a video to say why Captain Crunch is American. And so I did a video. I looked into it, started looking into Captain Crunch more than I ever had previously, and started finding out things like his name was Horatio Magellan. His crew was 3/4 European. I mean, these things, I was just sitting there going, dude, I was just joking. I didn't even expect there to be this much supporting evidence to the joke I made. But because I saw the supporting evidence, I decided to take up the gauntlet. And me and Paul have just been going back and forth about it ever since. So this was the big culmination. And like I said, I lost by one. And honestly, in this debate, Paul gets the W on this one, but I'm kind of chalking it up as a W as well, because I honestly expected everybody to vote. I expected it to be very lopsided, and that I was going to lose bad. That most people were just not going to be able to get their head around the fact that something created in America could, a fictional character created in America could also be British. I figured I might have trouble getting people to wrap their heads around that, and so I expected to lose huge. So the fact that it was so close and I only lost by one, I'm kind of chalking it up as a W. So, without further ado, I'll get on to my rendition here of God Save the Queen. And then after that, one more thing for those of you who voted for Paul. Just one more little thing I just wanted to kind of give you guys to sit on now that this is all said and done. It's something that Paul, in the course of this whole Crunch mock court, was trying to claim that I was doing, and it turned around and backfired on him, and you guys are going to love it. So, first, you guys are going to love this, because you can get to laugh at me while I sing God Save the Queen for you. Here we go. God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save our Queen, send her victorious freedom ring. Anyway. All right. So just remember, I'm not trying out for American Idol or anything like that. I lost a bet. I performed God Save the Queen, and that's about it. So you guys get to laugh and have fun with it, but this is not like me trying to launch my singing career. So, anyways, so now the thing I promised you at the beginning. Mr. Capaldi was recently trying to say that I was havering. He was in a group, a few friends, and so people there didn't know what havering was because he's a Scotsman. You know, they have almost their own language there sometimes. You know, so somebody was like, "What's havering?" Well, Paul at that point goes and gets on his phone and he asks his wife what havering is. And what ensues is the most hilarious thing ever. So, let me give it to you now.
Eunice, what does to haver mean?
To talk a lot of nonsense.
To talk a load of shit?
Yeah.
To talk a load of crap?
Yeah, like you do
No,
constantly.
not me. No. Eric Ozee, like what Eric Ozee says.
No, you.
No, not me.
So, there you have it. Those of you who voted for Paul, that's what you voted for. You heard it. Anyways, it's been fun, folks. You know, have fun with me singing God Save the Queen. You know, it's all good. And we'll see you.